Believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around, because anytime you lose your number one guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But this is also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number one guy, and they're ready to step up.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
First down. Here's Burrow. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Not much there, only a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5. Team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. The first down here as he's up to the 14. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd down and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Bowman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Flushed out right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby. Yellow, yellow. I'm the blue lady. You gonna see me in your easy. Switch.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards remain for second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, Bowman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
And the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Person.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And this is caught off a deflection. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes a receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
Frustrated.
oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out.
game, so hold on here. Not done in the fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They've got his man complete, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Chiefs appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now Burrow. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Back to throw. Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bowman. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck.
The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. A big play there for KC.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.